right?
Yeah.
You feel like you said, I don't want to say the word, you say it. You feel like crap.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't like this, I told you, I wouldn't believe in it myself. And I'm going to show you 2-3 days from now how you're going to feel. You can sleep, but then you're going to look like the guys that downstairs look fantastic, right?
Yeah.
That's a promise, okay?
Yeah.
So you wanted to know why your leg hurts, why you cannot sleep, and I explained it very, very clear. This taking Ibogaine in a correct way, it's like body and brain operation. There's no knife involved. It takes your whole body and puts it back together. Okay, Ibogaine triggers your body to wake up and to fix itself. And you are in coma, basically. I was 18, 19 years ago when the doctors gave me the famous OxyContin for headaches. And to come out of it took me a year without Ibogaine.
1 whole year.
1 year of suffering. The reason you become like this and you cannot sleep is because you're out of coma. You're not in coma anymore.
You're aware.
You're back in reality.
Yeah.
You're living it. Okay, and that's what it is. Very simple. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If it was so simple that you would just push a button and and just get rid of all your problems, all this drug addiction and heroin and everything else, I wouldn't be believing it myself. I wouldn't be treating it. Okay. I do it because I know that's what you go through and you get rid of it. That's it. And all the energy, all the power and the brain comes back. You're smarter, your senses come back, and the leg hurts.
Look better.
Yeah, ask me why the legs hurt. The leg hurts because some of that heroin, like 8 kilos, I made the calculation for you guys. Okay, 8 kilos, 10 kilos, somebody took 13 kilos. Some of that get retained in your backbones and your legs, and that's why it hurts. It hurts. It's coming out. Okay, it's rejecting, your body rejecting it finally, and that's why the legs hurt and the back hurt. It's a normal thing. A little bit of lack of sleep, a little bit of hurt. 2-3 days.
2 or 3 days is so worth
it's
it.
God, and
So
you're not
worth
slave anymore, right?
Yeah, you're free.
And you know something else? I always say that you're worshiping idol when you're taking drugs. You're worshiping idol, and you're a slave, and you're not really living in coma. Okay, that's it.
I feel free now.
Good luck, guys. Okay, what is your name?
I'm Kevin McKenzie.
Okay, you felt like when I treat you about 5-6 days ago, 7.
7.
And how did you feel afterwards? Tell the truth. This is not a commercial.
It's almost hard to explain how good it is. I came here sick. 1 day later, I got my first Ibogaine, and I came out of that with 0 withdrawals.
Yeah, but didn't feel. It's not a commercial. Remember. Tell the truth. You felt you couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Like garbage,
no,
right?
No, I could not sleep. 3 days I went with no sleep, but yet my mind was awake, but my body was tired, and my hair was standing up on end. I felt God in my life. I've never felt so connected to a higher power. And
yeah, but you suffered a couple of days.
I did suffer, yes.
So I don't want people to think they come over here, they're gonna pop a pill or something, and it's a magical thing that they said in the jungles with the drums, and calling the spirits and bumble jumble, right?
No, it's almost hard to remember the hurt because I'm so up now. But what it was it was like I was a zombie for a few days, walking around just like didn't know what was gonna happen, didn't know how I was gonna feel, and then finally, when it all started clicking, the healing process began, and my brain is awake. And it took. I didn't get my first good night of sleep till last night, which was 7 days. 7 days it took to get a good night of sleep, but there wasn't a moment where I wasn't happy.
How about you, Miss Beauty?
Well, I came in here at first I was skeptical. I didn't know what to expect. My little brother came a week before. I made him a guinea pig. And so he came. Once I saw him come out of it and how awesome he felt, I came here the next week. And I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I was very nervous. And my first treatment took a lot out of me. What I thought I was gonna see, I saw something completely different.
I like the poesis there. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Because everybody looks and they go look at YouTube or other places and they think, oh, I want to see exactly. This is not the James Bond
Yeah.
movie. You know, you push buttons and you start flying in the air and you see
Yeah,
demons.
no.
Or,
It was scary. It was scary, and I was worried. And I remember saying throughout the process, I don't know if I want to do this again because you face everything, you know.
but it's not delusion. It's really perception.
No, it's perception, and that's how I was perceiving my life. I was not happy with where I was, and I thought I didn't love myself. But then I came to realize after, the next day is draining. But I didn't love myself, is what I came to realize. But then my mom told me, you do love yourself. You're here because you love yourself and because you hated where you were. And that clicked to me. And so I started to think, more positively. The next day is draining, the second day. And it's a lot of emotion, a lot. I was crying, but it was good. And I felt so much release of all of that. And it just, every day keeps getting better. It's hard to sleep. It's hard to sleep at first because you're thinking clearly for the first time in so long.
No, you were in coma. And people don't have to understand, you're in coma.
Yes.
Okay, you're really in coma because you take drugs every 5 hours, you put yourself out. Now you're out of coma.
And I
I love
didn't know
myself.
what to do with how great that I felt. It was a little overwhelming because I didn't expect that. I had no idea that.
And you gotta remember not to get too overcome.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's still being humble about it.
Okay, humbleness. Okay, and not expect to get push a button and James Bond gonna show up and you're gonna just fly through the air immediately.
No, not at all. It's a
And
process.
I just want people to know that. Okay, that
It's a
it's a
process.
process.
It takes
It's
days.
an operation.
The
It's
first
like
few days were rough.
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 It is.
Rough. But then you did something I didn't want you really to do, jumping from the boat all the way, making.
Yeah.
What were you doing yesterday?
Do backflips off the top.
Backflips on the
Yeah,
top. This is
yes.
not after the. This is something that people I don't go to do right after the treatment. Okay?
Yeah. It was
But
just
you did.
crazy. Yeah.
All right, guys.
But what this did for me, I can't even explain. My life
It's
has
unexplainable.
changed, and I feel so confident about the way that I feel, and it's the greatest feeling in the world. And people who don't believe it need to have faith in it, and it really, really.
They need to have faith in it and understand that this is real thing. Okay, this is not a commercial. You come over here to get better. You have to go through a day, 2 days, 3 days of rough thing. I went through 1 damn year, okay, to get rid of it. 1 year, okay, and I have gone through the Israeli army rough training, and what I went through in 1 year made that training look like a joke. Okay, that's how tough it was. You guys basically it was like a push button. All right. Clark about a week ago, and here Mr. Clark a week later, right?
Yep.
Everything was hurting.
Yes.
You felt like you're never gonna come out of it. Truthfully.
Yeah. Never. I thought I would be stuck in
Between the heaven and the earth or something.
stuck in a cage is what it's like to me.
Will you please tell everybody so I don't have to repeat it? You go through a couple of days and you get the treatment. And then what happens after those couple to 3 days?
After your second day after, for me it was my second day, I felt amazing. More clear-headed than I've ever been, more,
What happened to your eyes?
I don't need glasses, my asthma's a lot better, I don't use my inhalers anymore. It's truly amazing.
Okay, there's 3 things I told you to go in the right path. Get a car. All those 3.
3 things. God. or
Truthful.
Truth. Yeah.
Right. Stay always in the middle, right? Accept ego and anger. That you can go all try to do the exaggerate being humble, exaggerate not to get angry, and then look for the truth of it. Stay in the middle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And then the rest of it is not up to you. Go to the right path. Make the right choice. That's all you have to do. Now your body is basically your body spiritually, your sight, your taste, everything has improved. You have your whole life in front of you, and you're only 21. Go conquer the world and help and save other lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Anything else you ask me? Remember, so you ask me some tough philosophical questions. How do I know which is the right path?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's very simple, I told you. There is right and there is wrong. If you're going toward the evil, then it's obviously the wrong path. If you're going to the right, then you're okay. Now, when you're looking for a job, you work 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever you have to try. You try everything in your power to succeed. The rest of it, as I was telling you, is not up to you. You gotta do your thing. And that's it. Once you do your own thing, what you're supposed to do, you don't have to worry anymore. What's supposed to be is going to be. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, in this world, 99% is luck, 1% is brain. You know, I told you that after 35 years studying the town, voila, I found out how much I don't know. Okay? So that's it, that's what we are. We are nothing really. So we don't run the world, there's a higher power.